Hey everyone, and welcome back to the United Star. I am Atanu Vadva, and guess what? Manchester United women's team have secured two more signings in this week after signing Vilde Boarisa. The first signing that we have made after signing Vilde Boarisa is England defender Hannah Blundell from Chelsea. She has three caps for the England national team. This move comes after Chelsea completed the signing of Lauren James on a 4-year deal. One of the reasons why Lauren James wanted to leave United was that she wanted to be close to her family, and we all know that her brother Reece James plays for Chelsea. So, on behalf of the whole United Star team, I would like to wish Lauren James best of luck for her tenure at Chelsea and for her subsequent uh, moves that she might make. And we hope that you come back to United in the future, and we might win some titles with you. So coming back to Hannah Blundell, Hannah is a fullback. She obviously did not get much game time over at Chelsea, and I've talked to many Chelsea fans, and they say that she is too good to sit on the bench. And good for us, because she comes into our team. And of course, we don't have much quality in the fullback department. We only have Ona Bhatia, and there are still uh, no information regarding Kirsty Smith and Martha Harris, whether they'll stay or whether they'll leave this season. So of course, a quality fullback, and she will add quality to the defense as well. She's a winner. I mean, if we look at her CV, she's won four WSL titles. She's won the Women's FA Cup two times, and she's won the Women's Continental League Cup. I mean, two times, if I'm not wrong. And she will surely be a starting 11 player in my opinion. And here's some background of Hannah Blundell. Hannah is a graduate of Chelsea Center of Excellence, and she made her WSL debut in 2016 against Birmingham City. Actually, she made her WSL debut in 2013. And since joining the club as a 16-year old, she's played 165 times for Chelsea, and she scored 12 times. And back in 2015, she was the joint winner of the Young Player of the Year alongside Millie Bright. And of course, she had a wonderful 2017-2018 season with Chelsea, which she was rewarded with PFA Team of the Season. And many people thought that in the LJ deal, United deserved to get a striker, maybe Bethany England from Chelsea, because of course fans were of the idea that Kristen Prest, Owen Heath, Jessica Sixworth, and Jane Ross have left the club, so there is not much quality in the attack. But when we shift our focus away from the attack and focus on the defense, we have always lacked a quality fullback, except Ona Bhatia. Ona Bhatia has been perfect for us, but at the same time, Kirsty Smith and Martha Harris are also good squad players, but they obviously can't start every game for us. So Hannah Blundell coming in for us is a fantastic deal, and I'm really looking forward to watching her play, maybe on the left back or as a left back or a right back. And there are rumors that we are going to sign a centre back as well. So good for us. I mean, we obviously have Maria Torres daughter and Millie Turner, and we also have Abby McManus. But there are rumors that Abby might leave because last season she was on loan at Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see what happens over there. So moving our focus to our next signing, Sophie Bagley joins us from Bristol City, and from what I have heard from fans, she's a brilliant player and one of the best goalkeepers in the league, and she's a fantastic shot stopper. And of course, people are really looking forward to Sophie Bagley playing for Manchester United. And what is the plus side of this deal? She's what, 24 years old if I'm not wrong, and she's so young. And we obviously have quality goalkeepers in our ranks. And Manchester United are already pretty strong in the goalkeeper department, whether it is the men's team or it is the women's team or it is the academies. We always in the recent years we always have had good goalkeepers in the team. And we know that Mary Earps currently occupies the role of the number one goalkeeper for the women's team. And Emily Ramsey and Fran Bentley are both young, around 20 years of age. And they also have strong options for the future of coming in and playing as a number one. But right now, I would want Fran and Emily Ramsey to go out on loan for proper development, because obviously they won't be getting much game time in the first team. And according to Emma Sanders, Emily Ramsey will go out on loan this season, maybe to Birmingham City, as many have speculated. Just some background about Sophie Bagley. Sophie Bagley came through the academy at Birmingham City before a loan with Bristol City, which turned into a permanent move. And from what I've heard, Mark Skinner, who is reportedly in line to be the new manager of Manchester United women's team, he was in charge of the Birmingham City when Sophie Bagley went out on loan to Bristol City. So, obviously he might have seen Sophie Bagley in training. So if Mark Skinner, I mean, it's a done deal. It only has to be announced now. When Mark Skinner comes in, he's obviously coached many players in our current team. So that's a plus side for us. And Bagley has been among the leading goalkeepers for saves in recent seasons, and people are really looking forward to it because Mary Earps is the number one goalkeeper right now. And there's not much competition. I mean, yes, Emily Ramsey and Fran Bentley are amazing goalkeepers, but at the same time, they don't have what it takes to, uh, you know, compete with Mary Earps and make her struggle for the number one spot. Sophie Bagley, on the other hand, has played in the WSL, has been the number one for Bristol City for last season and maybe before that as well. And she is the one that can actually compete with Mary Earps for the number one spot. But as of now, I think Mary Earps is the undisputed number one for Manchester United. And Sophie Bagley has been capped by England's under 17, under 19, under 20, under 21, and under 23 levels. And she would want to be a part of the Lioness squad in the coming years, maybe for the Euros. She can be a part which take place next year. And joining a club like Manchester United might be the right direction, might be the right decision taken by Sophie Bagley. So I'm really looking forward to watching Sophie Bagley play, and there will be a healthy competition in the goalkeeper department as well. Moving on to Mark Skinner. I mean, we've heard rumors that Mark Skinner might be the new coach of Manchester United. And he's being lined up to take the helm at Manchester United after Casey Stoney left the club. And Tom Gary of the Telegraph and Emma Sanders of the BBC Football have obviously tweeted out and obviously have said that Mark Skinner is the man that United is the manager that United are looking forward to having on. And just some background on Mark Skinner now. The former Birmingham City women's team manager was at Orlando City, and he's just resigned a few days back. So I mean, that's a big hint that he might be coming to Manchester United. And he has been the Red Devils' number one choice to replace Casey Stoney, according to various reports in the Athletic. I mean, I think there were other choices as well, but some things happened, and it came down to Mark Skinner. And United, as we all know, have taken some time to have taken their time with the search to replace Casey Stoney in the last 2 months, because it's going to be 3 months if I'm not wrong now, since Casey Stoney left the managerial position as Manchester United women's team manager. But I think they have settled on the name of Mark Skinner now. So we'll see what happens. And just telling you more about Mark Skinner. He's 38 years old, and he was promoted to the head coach of Birmingham City women's first team in 2016. And just months later, he guided them to an FA Cup final at Wembley against Manchester City. But they lost 4-1. They fell short, and Manchester City won that FA Cup in 2016 or 2017. I don't remember the year. In the following season, Mark Skinner improved the Birmingham side a lot, and they finished seventh last season, and then they finished fifth. And Mark Skinner wasn't provided with many resources. He wasn't provided with many reinforcements, but he managed to improve that Birmingham side a lot. And he came fifth that season. And then in January 2019, he left the club in the fourth place and then joined Orlando Pride, a club that many football fans might be aware of. He joined Orlando Pride and has since overseen the management of several star players. I mean, we've all heard of Alex Morgan, we've all heard of Marta from Brazil. So he has overseen the management of these stars. And fans, Manchester United fans, have had mixed reaction towards the rumored appointment of Mark Skinner as the next manager. Some say he hasn't been able to do a good job at Orlando Pride, and they have struggled a lot, which is the case. Like they haven't been able to live up to the expectations that people believe they are able. Like people believe they can win the NWSL, but they haven't been able to do so. While some other people believe that Manchester United have made the right decision because he obviously has the experience of coaching a WSL side. He obviously has managed Birmingham City, and he has done pretty well with that squad, considering how badly the he was provided with the reinforcements and how badly he was provided with the resources. So I personally think that both sides, both types of fans are correct. I mean, yes, constructive criticism is necessary, but I think I wouldn't judge him right now because he hasn't even come here and we are judging him. By the looks of it, he will be our manager, and the announcement can be made in the next few hours or maybe can be announced in the next week. But I personally think that I'll give him some time. I'll give him 2 3 months to assess him. And I mean, if he's the manager now, I'll obviously back him. We all at United Star would back him because there has been some issues regarding Manchester United fans not backing their manager, and I think that's the wrong thing to do because we as fans cannot do anything about it. We have to back the manager and back the team properly, because you see, football without fans is nothing, and the least we could do is provide support to a new manager that is who is coming in. And I believe he is the right man. Consider, I mean, there are better alternatives to Mark Skinner, but at the same time we don't know whether they have agreed to join in or not. So I think Mark Skinner has agreed to join in, and I'm looking forward to his appointment. And when the announcement is being made, I'll probably be much happier than I am right now, because there's this uncertainty whether he'll be the manager or the deal will fall down in the last hours. So that's that. So you've heard it from me. I've reacted to United signing Vilde Vorisa last week. I've reacted now to Hannah Blundell and Sophie Bagley coming in. I've also reacted to how Mark Skinner might come in at Manchester United and improve us, or maybe according to some fans, he isn't the right man. But let's see what happens. We are the United Star. Do check us out on our Instagram and Twitter. Do give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.